Hello and welcome to the stream. I am Jin-chan, and today we're back working on a good old project, doing a prototype with chronophore data structure in Purescript. So yeah, if you've been following the stream a bit, you know that I've changed my computer, and oh wow, I have set up my sound in such a way that the volume is too loud. So, one sec. Okay. It was too loud in two separate places since my audio streaming situation is a little bit complicated on the routing side of things. Anyway, yeah, if you've been following the stream, you know that I've changed the main computer that I'm streaming from, and yeah, that's been creating a little bit of a hiccup, but I'm progressively working through some of the issues. I'm back here on the Windows side of things, but making progress on the NixOS side of things simultaneously. And I'm super happy about learning about that. And yeah, so today we are back on, yeah, I haven't done any of my disclaimers and presenting the program and whatever things that I used to do a while back. So how about I do that? Well, yeah, I just, stream because I like to work and learn in the open. And I think that that's a good practice for me. And hopefully it's also helpful to some other folks. And yeah, I like to follow tangents. That's one of the reasons why it's nice for me to stream rather than just do this on my corner or even at work, because I don't have the pressures to, focus on just one single thing. I can actually go off tangents and learn new things. And that is very satisfying to my way of learning and being, to be honest. So, but usually I come back to things. In fact, I come back to things also because I have a set list of things that I'm pursuing, right? And now this is the ninth episode on building this prototype. I've done sort of 10-ish on building the data structure before that, and we're in kind of similar situation with some of the other projects that we're tackling. And yeah, since I'm fairly new to this, well, things might change, but they've been fairly stable now for a month or so. Apart from, I guess, everything might change without notice, like including my whole streaming setup. So I suppose this is more true than ever. And what do we have on our open workbench? Well, on Tuesday we stream about Haskell, and to be honest, what the Tuesday have been dedicated to lately is to set up NixOS, because I basically need to move away from Windows in order to get a proper setup where I can actually harness the GPU and Haskell. And I could have gone a little bit more straightforward and Ubuntu, but I want to live in the future. I mean, no, that's not true. I love living in the moment, but NixOS is in the moment and it's available and it's already the future. So why not use it, right? I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you wouldn't use it, because it takes time to set up and you got to learn new things. But you know what? If you're working and learning in the open, then it's the perfect thing to do. So I'm super happy to be doing that. Okay. And then on Thursdays, which is like today, we work on Purescript, which is another pure functional programming language. And we work on this chronophore, or on top of right now, this chronophore data structure, which is a collaborative text editing data structure, which allows a bunch of distributed computers to work together on the same text in a way that's quite efficient and doesn't require a central server, which is not the case with Google, right? So all the things, decentralized, you know, when it's smart to do so, and I think it's definitely smart to do so for this kind of stuff. And we've been working on a browser-based prototype to just get a sense of whether the API for our first implementation of the library is okay. And that's been also a pretext to follow the tangent of using the Hyperswarm protocol for distributed networking. And I'm still setting that up basically and plugging it in together with sending chronofold operations. But we've made progress last time, but I don't really remember where we were at, but we'll jump into that. But let me focus on, let me just finish this read through here. What we do on Saturdays is that we think about the very tools that we use to do the things on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? It's like meta, but also fairly practical in some sense. Like practical, but also ambitious. I'm looking at different type of ways that I could improve my workflow. Lately, we've been looking at how maybe improving workflow for coding on Stream is actually pretty difficult. It's the stretch goal. A more maybe achievable goal is to try and streamline the workflow for gaming streams. And so I've been focusing on this and trying to see how I can automate cuts in a very, a very long stream and allow YouTube video to be published like really easily without needing necessarily to, edit things locally and, add the intro and outro to every file, like try to do this with, as real-time a workflow and as online as a workflow as possible. So that's been cool, and we have some stuff in the backlog. Supposed to write a blog post and maybe do sort of a more educational streams and also look at something that's will show up soon. The bringing in a little bit of machine learning into this, but this is it. And yeah, just to be thorough. Please talk to me about stuff, like it can be in the comments, it can be live in the chat. Oh wow, my internet connection is really bad. It might be a good idea for me to restart my main router, because I think this is 300K is really, really bad. Okay, I will end the stream now and continue in 5 minutes after everything has restarted.